Kimberly Allison with Starliner Music. Welcome to my channel. Today in my Fingerboard Geometry series, we'll be talking about the minor 7th. First, we'll look at some fingerings, and then we'll do some exercises. Here we go. I hope you enjoy it. Alright, today in Fingerboard Geometry, we'll be talking about the minor 7th, otherwise known as a flat 7. And we're going to start out by just looking at that across one string. A minor 7 is the same as 5 whole steps. So if we're at 1st fret F and I go 5 whole steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, that puts me at E flat. Notice that the minor 7th is 1 whole step lower than the octave. If I'm at 1st fret F and I go to the octave at 13th, my minor 7th is located 2 frets lower. Now let's look at some positional fingering. I'm going to start out with the minor 7th at the 5th fret for each of these notes, and I'm going to start on A. And normally I would call this fingering toward the bridge, and I still am going to call it toward the bridge, even though it looks like it's at the same fret, at least for the non-tuning adjusted shapes. Here's what I mean. Here's A, and its minor 7th is G. And notice again that it's a whole step below the octave, so if I play the octave of A toward the bridge, I just move that note down a whole step and I have the minor 7. So there's A and its minor 7th G. That shape remains the same here when I play it from D to its minor 7th C. And then we have tuning adjustment, which actually does look like toward the bridge here. So here's G to its minor 7th F. Tuning adjusted. And then on the final string set from the note C, we have the tuning adjusted 7th again, and that's B flat. Let's turn that around toward the nut direction. Here are minor 7s toward the nut. So starting at A, I'm going to use the octave here. So here is the octave toward the nut, A. And if I lower that by 2 frets, I get open G. So the pattern here is 5th fret to open, A to open G. Then I'm going to go on to my next string set, and this will be tuning adjusted. Here's D. Again, let's start by finding the octave D. If I go a whole step lower, then I'm at the 1st fret, and that would be my minor 7th or flat 7 C. And then we'll use the same tuning adjusted shape when we go to the next string set and play G. Here's root G. And then its minor 7th is F here at the 1st fret. Now that we've looked at the fingerings, let's go on to the exercises. Alright, this exercise will be very familiar to those of you who have looked at my fingerboard geometry videos before. We're going to take our interval of the day, that would be the minor 7th or the flat 7, and we're going to play that interval in 2 directions from each string where possible. So I will demonstrate this on the root F, and I'm going to start out on F at the 13th fret. This gives us more room to move in the nut direction, so I'm not running off the guitar fingerboard. So here's F at the 13th fret. And I'm going to play the minor 7th toward the bridge, which isn't really toward the bridge here, it's actually at the same fret. So we have F to E flat. And then I'm going to play that in the other direction toward the nut. That's at the 8th fret on the G string. And then I'm going to find F on my next string, that's the 5th string. So here's F at the 8th fret. And then again, the minor 7th in 2 directions. So the first one is here at 8, and then toward the nut, it's here on the 2nd string at the 4th fret. Next, we will move to F, and I'm going to use the version of F over here on the D string, and that's at the 15th fret. This is going to give me a little bit more room to move again. And it's minor 7th, and the bridge direction is here at the 16th fret on the B string. And then I can go the other direction, and that would be at the 11th fret. And then finally I have F at the 10th fret, and we can only go one direction, and that's toward the bridge, and it's tuning adjusted here, so we have E flat there at the 11th fret. All right, now that we've looked at how to do the example, let's go on and try this on some other roots. That's it for the minor 7th. I'm Kimberly Allison from Starliner Music, and I hope to see you back on my channel soon.